Alright guys, so today I'm doing my Asian style chicken sauce. Okay, so let me quickly run you through the ingredients. Here I have about half a kilo of chicken breast that has been diced and seasoned. I seasoned it with no MSG adobo, chili pepper or powdered pepper as you others would call it, and dried thyme, a little bit of salt, and I added some olive oil, extra virgin. Alright guys, so today I'm doing my Asian style chicken sauce. Okay, so let me quickly run you through the ingredients. Here I have about half a kilo of chicken breast that has been diced and seasoned. I seasoned it with no MSG adobo, chili pepper or powdered pepper as you others would call it, and dried thyme, a little bit of salt, and I added some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, to the chicken before adding the seasoning, so that the oil can sort of bind onto the seasoning and you have good flavor. Okay, so the best thing is to marinate this, do it and marinate it ahead of time for about an hour or overnight. But if you cannot do that, let that be the first thing you do when you are prepping, so that your seasoning is good, okay, and your chicken is well seasoned. I also have various vegetables. Okay, so today I'm doing a spicy sauce, so I have peppers here. These are green chili peppers. I have mushrooms. These are the kind of mushrooms I prefer. If you like the oyster mushrooms, the ones that are on the market, that's fine. Okay, you can use them. These are sliced carrots. Okay, I have some garlic here, about 4 cloves or 5 cloves, and I have onions cut 2 different ways. So I have chopped some and I have sliced some into big pieces. I'm going to add them at different times of cooking. Okay, and I have various colored peppers here. So I have green, yellow, red. You can do just green if that's what is available. Okay, cooking is about using what is available. I saw this broccoli on the market. Okay, so I decided to throw it in. On a normal day I would do without it. Okay, so just see this as an addition. I am using corn flour, a little bit of it, to thicken my sauce, and then I have blended ginger that has been frozen. I'll add some of that. I'll use extra virgin olive oil and soy sauce because I'm doing the sauce Asian style. Okay, that's why I'm adding the soy sauce, just for a different twist. You can do it without it. If you're vegetarian, do away with the chicken and use all the other ingredients. All right, so let's get cooking. Okay, so my pan or wok is on fire. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, now olive oil should not be overheated. Okay, so as soon as I add it, I'm going to add some chicken in there. What I'm going to do is to stir fry this till the chicken is cooked. So I'm going to do it in batches. Okay, so I'll show you how it is when everything is done. Okay, so you just let it cook on one side. When it turns white, it means it's cooked. Then you flip them over for a couple of minutes, and then I'll do the other batch. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so you can see the bottom parts already turning white. Okay, you don't cook them for long. I've already finished with the first batch. Okay, so chicken breast tends to be dry, so please don't overcook it. Once it turns white, just flip it over. Okay, so the last batch is done. Now you realize that there's a lot of fluid, more than I added. Okay, so I'm going to pour everything out because I need just oil to saute my vegetables. Okay, still within limit for my fat. Okay, because the aim is to use about 3 to 4 tablespoons for the sauce. Okay, so I add a little more, about 1 tablespoon of oil to my pan. Okay, so I've added my chopped onions on one side and my mushrooms on the other side. Okay, now it depends on how you want it. I like my mushrooms to have a bit of a toasted flavor. Okay, so I'll turn them soon. Okay, So the mushrooms are frying well. Okay. Now they don't look as white as they were. Okay, you can see that some are a bit creamy. This is white. Okay, so the color will change slightly. Okay, so I'll just keep turning them. I want the onions to brown as well. Okay, so that there's more flavor. So now I can mix everything up. So the onions are soft now. Mushrooms are cooked well. Okay, almost done. So I'll go on to add the next vegetable. Now it's really a matter of choice. So I select the vegetables in the order of how soft or how well cooked I want them to be. Okay, so the next thing I am going to put in is carrots, because I like my carrots to cook well. Okay, at the same time I want my pepper, the spice, to seep into the sauce. Okay, so soon after stirring in my carrots, I'm going to add the chopped green chilies. Okay. So this is a sauce. It's a really fast process. So sharp, sharp, sharp. I put my broccoli in next. Now it looks a bit dry, but don't worry, we are going to cover it and the fluid from the veggies are going to come out. We can also add a little bit of water, but not yet. Okay. Then I add the peppers. Okay, so okay, so the next step is to add our chicken. Now, because we didn't overcook the chicken, you can see that the stock has come out. Okay, so that's going to give us some more fluid. Okay, the pot is full, but everything will reduce with time. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of water, about half a cup of water, a measuring cup, so that's like 125 ml to this, and then I'll cover it so that it cooks a bit. Okay, so I just pour my water. I'm not going to stir it so that the chicken doesn't get too overcooked or too hard or dry. Okay, so I'll just cover this. Okay, so we have quite a lot of fluid now. Okay, and we can easily stir. So at this point I'm going to add the blended ginger. Okay, but before that I like to balance the flavors. Okay, so I don't want to overdo the soy sauce, so I'm going to add that first, and then I use the ginger to balance the flavors. Okay, I've not added any salt yet because I seasoned the chicken with salt. Okay, so I'll add the soy sauce and taste and balance with the ginger. So I make a small well in the center, and then I pour my soy sauce, about 2 tablespoons. I'll stir everything, see if I like the color, if I like the taste, then I'll either add more. Okay, so it's your preference really. This is how dark it gets. If you want a really dark color, you can add more. Okay, so I'm feeling like Asian today. I feel for Chinese or something, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to add my ginger now. Okay, I'm adding this amount, about a tablespoon. I'm going to taste it and add more if I want. But I'll let it cook for some time before I taste again and add, because the um, as the fluid reduces, the taste also tends to get more enhanced, more vibrant. Okay, mix the cornstarch now. Okay, you start with a bit of it. If it's not thick enough, you can always add more, but you don't want your sauce to become like banku in the end. Okay, so I'm going to start with this bit first, and then I'll add more. Okay, all this while my sauce is still covered so that I get the volume. I don't like pouring water in there. Okay, the more you open it up, the more water you lose. Okay, so I'm going to add the cornstarch in there, and it will thicken, but I just want to see how far it will go. Okay, so after adjusting, I ended up using twice the amount I started with. Okay, so this is how thick I got it. It's your choice. Okay, you can make it thicker or lighter. So the last bit that goes in are my onions and the garlic. I've sliced them. I want to preserve the taste of the garlic and get all the health benefits. And I don't want the onions too soft. I want a bit of texture. Okay, so those are the last items going into our sauce for tonight. So please try this recipe. Okay, try it, post pictures, let me see how it goes. Okay, if you have any questions, I'm always available to answer. Okay, and if you want to invite me to taste, that's good. I'll consider that. Okay, so this is our chicken sauce. Okay, has a lot of veggies. Okay, if you want a lighter sauce, if you want more fluid covering it, you can add more water at the stage where we added the water. If you're a vegetarian, leave out the chicken. Okay, so you just skip the chicken part and do everything just as we have done. Okay, so thank you for joining me. And this can go with rice, can go with noodles. Try and do whole grains. Okay, and I'll try and come your way with another recipe soon, hopefully soon. All right, so thank you guys. Bye.